I'm Nick Bruewer here at the Eli and Edythe Broad Art Museum, soon to be opened on November 10th.
Mr. Broad, our benefactor, really wanted, when he donated the money for the museum, he really wanted us to think big, think about looking at architects around the world and really get an international flavor. So we had a competition, and there were 5 finalists who put together competition entries, and Zaha was picked from among those 5. You know, it's really a unique design. I think it's the pleated exterior made out of stainless steel, the way she used a lot of natural elements.
She is one of the most preeminent architects in our world today. She's a Pritzker Prize winning architect, and the Pritzker Prize is like the Nobel Prize of architecture, world renowned, and to have a building of hers here at East Lansing is really quite extraordinary.
Any campus is only going to have one art museum, and certainly a Zaha Hadid museum. This is really an iconic structure, so it's not like you're going to take these elements and emulate them in other buildings. However, the quality that went into this building and some of the unique detailing and really the attention to detail are things, lessons that we learned that we can transfer to other buildings on campus. I think the museums, it's an amazing opportunity for the campus, for Michigan State University, the city of East Lansing and beyond. It really, we strategically placed it on the edge of campus so it would kind of form a bridge between the campus and the East Lansing community. Going a little bit beyond that, the international flavor and iconic nature of the museum really makes this a world-class museum that's going to be viewed by people across the country, across the world, and it's going to be one other interesting building on Michigan State's campus that's really going to put us on the map internationally.
By virtue of the fact that we are including so many artists from all around the world, we have, I think, over 12 international artists already represented in one exhibition, and this is one exhibition of several that are taking place throughout the museum. By virtue of including those artists, I think we're hoping to reach out to a much wider range of audiences, regionally, nationally, and hopefully internationally as well.
Is there any specific piece on display that will be on display that you connect to personally?
That's like asking who's my favorite child. It's so difficult to pick one particular work, but if I had to, I would go so far as to say it's probably the building. I think the building, the architecture and the design, I'm such a huge personal and professional fan of Zaha's, and in some ways this building is a permanent and probably my personal favorite addition to the collection of the museum.
But one of the really interesting elements in the building to me is the angular concrete walls, and they're made out of a type of concrete called self-consolidating concrete. It pours like applesauce, and it was originally invented for high-strength structural concrete because it allows you to pour concrete around the re-steel that goes into columns very easily without a lot of vibration. It's only been fairly recently that architects have used it architecturally, and it took us probably 35 different mock-ups to get the mix just right, to get the texture right, to get the flow of the concrete just perfect. And so when you walk through the museum and you look at the walls, you're going to see concrete that's really unmatched anywhere in this country.
We also very much wanted to demystify the process and the happenings of the museum. So you'll notice that a lot of our storage facilities and the display cases and the study centers, those are all glass walled so that you can look in and see the process. So everything isn't just materializing out of nowhere, but really you can participate in the process, witness it, and very much become involved as well. That's going to be evident also in our programming as well. A lot of the exhibitions that we have on view, both here and that will be taking place there on after, there will be a lot of works that we will include that will have a more interactive, participatory nature to it.
The project's been amazing. It's been full of challenges. We had some delays along the way. A lot of that was because our attention was really on getting quality absolutely perfect, and we let time kind of be secondary. So although we're opening a little bit later than we had originally planned, it's going to be fantastic. And for me, it's been really fulfilling to work with really a team of architects and consultants from across the world to come together and put together or to build what I think is just really an amazing structure.
It's going to be a great big celebration and party. There will be a dedication ceremony this Saturday at 10 a.m. We want everyone to be able to attend. And the museum publicly opens on Sunday, and hopefully it'll be a great big opening festivity of activities. We will have family activities, so students and children of all ages can participate in making your own salt boat, making your own sculpture, etc. We'll have live Twitter feeds, so hopefully people will be tweeting with great positive responses to the building and to the museum. We're creating a Rocky Road ice cream that we'll be passing out. We're creating these corners where the students will have an opportunity to speak with staff. We've created these wonderful apps where you can download and be able to walk through the exhibition and have highlighted explanations of the works and the exhibitions, as well as an architectural walkthrough. So you can experience the building through the voice of Craig Heiner and various other architectural experts. We have concerts. We have a performance by Chick Chick Chick. We have a documentary that's in production that's going to be on view. We'll have pop-up museum stores. The list goes on. We want every student to not only feel welcome, but to really hopefully come and celebrate with us this amazing launch of a new museum. You know, some of the founding principles of this university was based on quality, interconnectivity, and inclusiveness. A lot of those same principles, we're hoping that the museum in many regards become the cultural embodiment of those principles. You know, this museum exists for and because of the university, and I think as a result it also translates in that we exist for and because of the students as well. And I hope many and all students will not only come here but really feel like this is their museum, that this is our museum collectively.